Okay, Libra, how you doing? So Steve's back off his travels, and this is for the 15th until the 30th of April. How you doing? So thank you all so much for your donations and your likes and shares and everything else that everybody's been doing. I really do appreciate that, and I don't say that enough. So thanks. Thanks very much. It goes a long way, right? So same process as before. Bi-weeklies. It's going to be in the folder below. Buy all option or just for the rest of the reading. Okay, I don't want to go over it, keep going over again, everyone getting fed up, but same process as what we've gone through this month and part of last. Okay, so those options are still there. It's a great option, but I'm going to be asking the same question as what I did, which is what is going on with your partner, what's going on in their life, or whoever it is that you're interested in. Okay, what is going on in their life, and then also asking the question of how is it that they feel about you. Okay, and also the situation. And then it will also relate to everything that I'm going to do here and clarify it all, and it will all come round of where I do the story. A lot of people are actually blaming a channeler. God knows why, but they're blaming, well, you just get hatred as a channeler, okay? But pretty much they're taking the first story, they're not even going to Vimeo, they don't even know how it all clarifies, and they just automatically blame the channel or the person that's giving the message when the rest of it is completely different over on Vimeo. But that is individual choice, okay? But the one thing really is that tarot, okay, is their advice cards. They are a great opportunity for you to know what kind of energies are around and what could well be coming up, right? But you will always have free will, okay? Now, especially being Libra, but anybody in life and being wise is about equality. Everything has to be about equality, and that's why we have circumstances in life to teach us about equality. You have to give a little to receive a little, and to receive a little, you have to give a little. You have to let something go to let something in. You have to let something go about yourself to let something in. Also, everything is about equality. It's how you manifest things into the physical form. What you put out is what you get back. If you put out denial, you get back denial. So if you hate a channel, if you hate a guy like me for doing this, and you push out that blame and go, well, I'm just going to dislike and hate, okay? That doesn't bother me, but what it is that you have something internally of why you need to blame and hate something in your life, and then that circumstance is what is going on in your head and how you will manifest yourself into confusion, because the hardest thing to ever hear is the truth, but it's always the best thing to do, because when you hear it, you can change it. And the most important thing is communication with yourself and with others, and that's what forms equality, and that is what creates balance and structure within the mind, because the mind is part of the ego that keeps the ego alive and the pride of ourselves to not let things go. That's the most important key to life. Okay, I don't know why I needed to lecture you, Libra. I really don't know why, but let's get on with your reading. And like I said, that is pretty much the same process as what's been going on just lately with the channel. It'll all be in the bi-weekly folder, okay? But the buy all option is the best option to give people, because there's bonus material, and you can watch Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus and everything else, or your partners or family, and watch it stream for 3 months, okay? So everything that's getting put in there will be a lot cheaper than just buying individual readings, okay? It's a good opportunity for people, but that's individual choice. So anyway, so we probably have your card, which is the Queen of Swords. It can mean Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, okay? But it's basically, it's the karma card and the first impression. So this could be you, this could well be you. This is cutting things out, okay? Now it doesn't have to be harsh, but it pretty means cutting things out. That there is something that needs to change within your environment, okay, within your relationship, or even within yourself, that there's something that needs to change. Now the Queen of Swords is more or less about the receiver. It's like I'm receiving downloads of information, okay? But it's like I need to receive something back because I'm not getting it back, so I will cut you out. Pretty much, it can be. So it doesn't have to be I'm cutting you out of my life full time. It could be, but it does generally mean that I'm receiving something. I want to receive something. I've given you something. I want to receive something back, as I'm going to remain guarded. Okay, pretty much. So this could be you. So let's have a look. So that's the first impressions. That's the karma card and the appearance and the leadership. So that's kind of like taking charge, taking leadership and taking charge of a project or family or relationship or anything, is that you are pretty much taking lead, because it's part of leadership is the first house. And the first appearance, the appearance is that I need to receive something, okay? So you've got, wow, so you've got Capricorn. So you've got So this can be two things, that you want to receive something from a Capricorn, or a Capricorn wants to receive something from you, but how they see you or you see them is either the fact that they are just literally a Capricorn, or the fact that there is something toxic within that kind of dynamic that needs change, that needs release, that needs like sacrifice also, because the devil sometimes represents the sacrificial lamb as well as also Pisces, but like the sacrifice of Lucifer and God. Okay, how he sacrificed everything about everybody to create himself. So we have polar opposites of dark and light. Yes, no, right, wrong. Pretty much the same kind of energy. Yes, no, right, wrong. I need to receive something. Yes, no, right, wrong. Okay, so how they see you is probably that you are waiting to receive something or to give something. Okay, but this can be vice versa. But there could be something toxic around you. If it's your relationship partner and it's a Capricorn, you're wanting the truth from them in some form or manner. There is something that you want to stop also, maybe, that you want some kind of toxic behavior. It doesn't always mean that. It can literally just mean the star sign. You know, not a lot of people tell you that. Just because the devil's there or this card's there, it might just even be representing the star sign. You know? But if it is something toxic in your life, it means that that something needs to be sacrificed in order for you to receive something. Okay, so how you've been communicating with them, and it's also part of family. So this is either your relationship or how you've been communicating with the world in general, or your soul groups, or even just family members. Okay, it's the third house. So it's been something to do with travel, but this is also a communication card. So you have been communicating with someone quite well. Okay, but it's like pushing things forward, but this is also part of travel. So it's to do with family also. So you may have a family member that's travelled, or you're communicating with, or this is how you communicate with your family, which means that it could be a long distance also. Okay, that there's some kind of communication that goes between the both of you, because it's like in the middle. So you're in the middle of something, also turning your back maybe on a Capricorn, who knows? It's all coming this way. So it's like being fed through the reading, as what I can see so far. It's kind of like receiving something but moving forward. So that's pretty much how you've been communicating. The foundation of the relationship that it's been built on is waiting for an investment, waiting for some kind of answer for something. So this is realigning yourself with the truth, but it's also part of something that's financial too. Okay, so it's part of something that I've invested in, and I'm waiting to receive my reward, or I'm waiting to receive my investment. So it could have something to do with money or family. This is with what we've gone to the fourth house. This is the foundation of the relationship, which is pretty much, it's built on like something that's trustworthy, meaning that you are someone that I've invested in for a long time and I've been waiting for. Okay, but it's something that I am waiting to receive. I'm waiting to receive information about something, or I'm waiting to receive something about travel. Documentation, maybe, because the Queen of Swords can be about documentation, things, organising things, being analytical, maybe, but more of receiving information of, what do you call it, documentation, like analysing the situation and using more of your head over your heart kind of thing, you know. So it might be a head over heart decision, but something that you've invested in and that you're actually waiting to receive something back. So there you go. So you've got an ending, which is pretty good because it's an ending to that. So it's like an ending of waiting for something that you've been waiting for is an ending to that. So it could be an ending to financial struggle, but it's also a beginning of something. So this is what I'm saying. If people don't go over to Vimeo and see the rest of this and they just blame for what you've got no idea what the story is going to be about, you know. But that's just individual choice. But things can change. But there's an ending as a beginning of the same. Also, because you have investment but also waiting, but there's an end to that. So this kind of means like there's no mind games or anything like that where you're sitting up late at night waiting for something. It pretty much means that there is an ending. It doesn't mean that, well, it could mean that you've stabbed me in the back more times than a little, but it doesn't have to. It just pretty much means that there's an end to anything that's mind game oriented. If there are mind games, it means that there are no more, because there's an ending to it. Okay, because swords all mean thought. Okay, thought. This is why I'm saying about keeping your thoughts clear, because that's how you manifest. What you put out is what you get back. So you're waiting to receive, to get back some kind of information or money or something that had growth in it at one point, and you're just waiting now to receive something. Okay, so it might mean child support, could be like child support, could be just information, pretty much. It could be money in general. It could be the truth about something that you want from a Capricorn. I'm sure this is you, but this can mean Gemini or Aquarius also. So it depends on who you're involved with. You've got fire sign, earth sign, air sign. Okay, but at the moment this is nothing to do with love, because there's no cups of emotion here. It's just more to do with stability and truth of something. Okay, so that's the reading so far. That was quite quick, really. But like I say, we'll look at the overall energy, and then we'll go over these, and then I'll clarify everything, and then I'll ask those questions of what's going on with the other person that you're involved in, or want to know about what's going on in their life, and how do they think, and how do they feel about you. Okay, so we'll do all that over on Vimeo, and I'll hopefully catch you on the flip side. Okay, Libra, peace.